Mellow greetings, everybody. My name is James. I am from the internet. Today is November 4th. It is just after 12 o'clock, noon, here on the East Coast. Day after Election Day. Still Election Day for me because I've been tracking those returns all night. But in case you went to sleep last night, being a little concerned, you woke up this morning, you're not sure what to think, here's what you can think. Unless Trump pulls a rabbit out of his ass or Bill Barr runs everything up to the Supreme Court and they start massively striking down a shit ton of votes, it looks like Joe Biden is pulling away in the last few states to be declared. Within the last half hour, Maine was called for Joe Biden. It's another state in the column. He is currently pulling away from Trump in Arizona, Nevada, Wisconsin, and Michigan. There's still some question as to when North Carolina and or Georgia will be called. But regardless of what happens in North Carolina or Georgia, and frankly, at this point, Pennsylvania, Joe Biden picks up Arizona, Nevada, Wisconsin, Michigan, all states where he's leading, all states where he's pulling away, and all states where the remainder of votes to be counted are in Democratic stronghold counties. Yeah. Looks like Donald Trump just got his clock cleaned by Joe Biden. Now, I want to look at this pragmatically and practically for a second. I've been coming on here talking about the foibles of Donald Trump and the Trump regime and all his followers for a while. And Trump's big mistake in all of this was that he decided to make the 2020 election a referendum on Donald Trump. It wasn't about policy. It wasn't about the military and, what we've been doing in foreign affairs and, geopolitical maneuvering. A lot of elections are about a lot of things. This presidential election was solely a referendum on Donald Trump. Why? Because Donald Trump made it about himself. It wasn't about the GOP. It wasn't about Republicans. It was solely about Donald Trump and how awesome Donald Trump is. And when it's all said and done and all the ballots are counted, Joe Biden's going to get roughly 70 million votes, a hell of a lot more than Hillary Clinton did. Now, from a realism standpoint, Joe Biden isn't a massively better politician than Hillary Clinton. He isn't a massively more popular politician than Hillary Clinton. But Biden pulling 70 million votes, it's not Biden pulling 70 million votes. It's 70 million people voting down Donald Trump. And no matter how much Donald Trump tries to spin this, that's going to leave a mark and it's not going to go away. And it's going to drive him absolutely batty. So let's dive in real quick and we'll show you what these numbers look like as Biden starts pulling away in the battleground states. In Arizona, Biden is now up by nearly 4 points. And this is because he actually turned Maricopa County blue. For those of you who remember, Maricopa County is the home of our old friend, Joe Arpaio, the evilest sheriff and quite possibly evilest human being in America. But I guess that's only on days that Steve Bannon is flown off to Italy. So with 86% reporting, Biden is still carrying Maricopa County by about 6 points. It's going to carry him to victory in the state unless something unforeseen happens. Meanwhile, in Nevada, right next door, as you can see, Biden is now up by 0.6. Most of the votes are cast, but he's pulling away down here in Las Vegas in Clark County, where a hell of a lot of people live, and the 16% of votes still left to be cast are in a district that is currently +6 Biden. And who lives in Vegas? That's a lot of working class and Latino voters. And apparently, in Las Vegas, those workers don't really like Donald Trump. This is a district he had to have. That one's gone. You move up north to all the Great Lakes states. Wisconsin, Biden is now up by about 20,000 votes. And just about the entire state has been counted. Most of what is left now is mail-in ballots, which are swinging 2-1 Biden. Trump's not going to make up those points unless something unforeseen happens. Move over to Michigan. Michigan last night, Trumpers went to sleep thinking Michigan was in the bag because Trump was up by, 7 points last night. But if you take a look at Michigan, right down here in the bottom corner, That's Wayne County, home of Detroit. Detroit accounts for 20% of the total population of the state of Michigan, and almost none of those votes were counted last night. However, now with 76% of that county reporting, Biden is up by 35 points. And like I said, that's 1/5 of the state's total population, and with another 24% of votes still left to be counted, doesn't look like Donald Trump's going to be able to make up ground there. So even if Trump takes Georgia and North Carolina and Pennsylvania goes down to the wire, Trump's mathematical path to victory is literally shrinking by the moment. In the time it takes me to turn off this camera, edit a few pieces of video, and upload this to YouTube, his path to victory will have become even smaller. So mathematically speaking, things don't look so good for Donald Trump. Now, right about now, if you're a lifelong Republican, you're slowly sinking back into the bushes like a Homer Simpson meme, and I don't blame you. However, if you're a Trumper, yeah, you're probably going to be really pissed off because Trump is probably going to lose. However, I know you are not going to go away. I think Sam Cedar said it best the other day, MAGA 2020, it isn't a political slogan. It has nothing to do with politics. It's literally just a football team that racists follow. That's it. Just like you chant, go Raiders or, go Giants. It's the same thing, MAGA 2020. It's its own team. So yeah, even after Donald Trump has hopped in his limo and is driven back to his gold-plated apartment in New York City, those people, they're not going to go away. So I guess my one request of everybody out there is, yeah, you should be happy things are shaping up nicely. You should not assume that this is the end. And you should most assuredly not assume that just because we get rid of Donald Trump, and mathematically speaking, it looks like we're going to get rid of Trump, MAGA 2020 isn't going anywhere. And the people and the vitriol and the hatred and the anger and the frustration and the impotence that all goes in to the MAGA 2020 lifestyle, all those things are still around, and all the people in that MAGA 2020 life are still grappling with all of those issues. They're not going to get better. They're not going to go away. So everybody, keep your eye on the prize. Be happy that things are where they are right now, but there is a lot of work left to be done, and there are a lot of people out there who are still going to do everything they can to make sure that you can't do that work. I appreciate everybody sticking in for the last 2 months as we've been cranking out these videos leading up to the election. If you will all excuse me, I am now going to take a well-deserved nap. My name is James. I am from the internet. Peace.